Hello! I'm gonna push the game through to the menu to make sure that my audio is fine. Yep, there we go. It is playing audio. The dangers of running Linux on your computer is that when you do boot up your Windows computer for the first time in a month, you're like, did everything break? Is it all still working?
Are we okay?
Is everything fine? Are you good? Are you happy? She's not very happy with me. Oh, she's very warm.
Oh
It's
no.
okay. It's also very warm in my city, so I'm just not a happy camper in general. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday morning. Welcome back to Visual Novel Sunday Mornings. I'm Mac, and I'm joined by my friends Jacqueline, Jane, and PB.
Hi.
Hi.
I am going to be here running the ones and twos today and providing snarky commentary. Because I took ibuprofen and it didn't help.
No.
Actually, it might have helped a little bit, but I'm still a little bit stiff. So I am just going to boot up the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you kids have fun talking to yourselves.
Yeah. Fuck, who is this immediately?
Hold on. I can open up the backlog.
Oh, I think we just transitioned to a new scene, maybe. Yeah. I'll just say, okay. I've taken 60 seconds to yell into a couch pillow, so...
Oh, yeah, that's where we left off. We left off with someone trying to shoot, fucking... Oh, God, hold on.
Oh my god.
I am legitimately, like, brain foggy. Okay, hold on.
Somebody tried to shoot last time on this. Someone tried to shoot
Sosuke.
Sosuke because look at that fucking cop killer. Someone get him.
And he's the Hound of Ikaria.
Yes. Maybe now one of you could tell me what the hell happened out there. Oh.
Oh, PB, do you want to take the chairs, lady?
Absolutely. How did that man get into the courtroom? The building! And with a weapon like that, or whatever the hell it was?
Just real quick. Can one of you talk again really fast?
Hello.
Talk.
Hi, Baba.
Great.
Speaking, saying things.
Alright.
Uh,
Who wants
Jane?
London today?
was his own arm, Madam Burroughs. Modded illegally at some literal chop shop. Fully prosthetic, but fairly low tech. He uses a simple air intake system and projectiles made of enamel.
Enamel as in teeth? Where on earth do these people?
Doesn't trigger any metal detectors, looks organic from the outside. But if you're aiming at flesh, it gets the job done.
And are metal detectors all that stand between a crazed gunman and the law of the land?
No, Your Honor, we're looking into it now. But we already found some discrepancies in the personnel files of courthouse security team members. He probably got his hands on a keycard, lost, bought, or stolen, and had it modified to get him in the building.
Would that work?
Only needs to work once.
That's
Ugh.
true. You hate to say it, but it is true.
This time it did. I doubt he expected to leave alive, so... You ask me, we're lucky he's stuck with something more directed instead of an explosive.
This is a nightmare. What am I supposed to do now?
The jury must be horrified. I don't know how we could proceed. As I recall, the adjutant cut their feet the moment Officer Rogers mentioned the Hand of Ikaria. So they didn't actually see the shooting. And by the way, how does a patrol officer know that my client is the lead suspect in that case?
That's a great question.
Would anyone like to explain that to me?
Well,
You'd have to ask organized crimes. But the mood around Rogers has been celebratory. I'd imagine there were plenty of cops eager to describe in detail what he'd achieved by catching Sosuke red-handed. Allegedly. There's no presumption of innocence in station locker rooms and cop bars, Counselor.
So the OC department buys Rogers a round of drinks. And 24 hours later, I've got a shooter in my courtroom.
who was he?
The shooter's been ID'd as Bowen Bresson, low-level muscle in the Blue Blood Mafia. Prize for possession, dealing, assault.
Attempting to carry out an assassination in a courtroom full of cops is quite the step up. Any connection to Creek's pod?
Nah, older generation, different part of town. Not exactly thick as thieves. So trying to execute Sosuke wasn't an act of revenge. He was given orders.
Yes, this is very interesting, but it's a job for the police to handle. Counselor Morgan, I assume you'll be filing for a mistrial?
About that. I feel it's in my client's best interest for the trial to continue.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Girl, what do you mean?
What the fuck? A blue blood gunman just tried to shoot him!
But the jury didn't see that.
These girlies
All they
want
know
to keep
right
fighting
now
in
is
the
that they've
courtroom
been
so
given
bad.
a long lunch.
You too? I expect better of you, Emma.
The goal, Your Honor, as I've always understood it, is for a defense attorney to do what's best for their client. Right now, clearly the Blue Blood Mafia is convinced my client killed 4 of their men. And every cop in the city thinks that he killed Officer Chopin. If he walks on a mistrial, he won't be able to walk down the street without getting shanked. Sosuke Ikaria doesn't need a mistrial. He needs a media blackout.
I really hate that term.
She's right, Your Honor. If the story spreads that the Blue Bloods tried to assassinate Sosuke, every juror in the city will assume he's guilty. We won't be able to find anyone over the age of 10 who hasn't heard of him. Let alone put together 12 unbiased peers to judge him.
Even if that's true, and if it's possible, what you're asking for is...
Detective, is the building still in lockdown?
Standard procedure says to keep it that way another half hour.
We would have to. The stands are full of police officers, and any one of them could.
Ambulance chases will pay prime for a story this rich. Someone's gonna break rank. We don't need the blackout to last forever. We just need it to be intimidating enough that the story doesn't leak until the trial is over.
Which will be when, exactly?
We could finish tomorrow. There aren't that many witnesses left on the docket.
Finished? Tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Barrows is like, why the fuck are you doing this to me?
Uh-huh.
Barrows is not paid enough for this shit.
Also, let's look at her real quick.
Oh yeah, Superior Judge of the Higher Circuit, Melissa Barrows. Likes hot springs, cold beer, and warm tea.
She's so me for real.
Yeah.
I'd crack open a cold one with Melissa Barrows.
I love never forgets a password shorter than 10 characters.
Favorite season, fall.
How sweet.
Fine, yes. We'll have the blackout. A big old scary blackout like we're shadowy masters of the universe.
We are.
Happy?
Perfectly.
Can't you girls do, like, a normal thing, like, go to a bar together, or, like, a club
No.
or something?
No thank you, Your
Well,
Honor.
this is how we flirt.
Detective, follow me. You'll need authorization to activate the building's blanket protocols.
Right behind you, Mom.
Surprised to be arguing for this. Surprised to be arguing for the same thing as you for once.
Oh, thanks for not gagging from the effort.
Any other defense attorney in the city would have taken the mistrial. Dumped the Hound of Ikaria on some other idiot's doorstep and cashed their check.
Oh, some other idiot, huh?
Or is it that you can't dump him? You under house arrest already?
Oh, I haven't felt threatened by them.
That could change fast if you fail them.
Oh, Secret are high society, haven't you heard? And I'm beneath their notice. I don't think it bothers to ask me just for underperforming.
Sounds like exactly the kind of thing that high society types would do. Going this far for your client, though.
Oh, you know me. Defender of the weak, champion of the downtrodden. I'd go through a lot more than this to keep my face out of the papers.
Oh my god, Morgan.
Hopefully, when the story does eventually leak, the focus should be entirely on Sosuke. But if this means people start recognizing me, remembering me... Oh, and Bresson will be glad London did him in one.
Oh.
I twist the knife slow as a second-hand iffies.
Oh.
You okay?
Compared to you, I guess not.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone get shot before.
That's crazy.
Oh. Right.
Oh, her eyes.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. That was... Maybe I'm feeling jealous.
Oh shit, the emotional music is out.
I spend all this time poring over crime scenes and diagrams. Trying to get inside the head of heartbreak of all people, and maybe I get it into my head that I'm some kind of unfeeling badass. Just to freeze up like a deer at the sight of actual violence. I'll need to get over that.
Do you? Do you need to get over it?
I have a responsibility.
The prosecutor isn't a hangman, Emma.
No. If a hangman does their job right, the neck snaps and the subject's dead before the pain ever reaches their brain. If I do my job right, Sosuke Ikariya spends the rest of his life drooling on himself while Megs haggle over the property rights to his gray matter.
You didn't have to put it like that, Emma, but okay.
If you feel that bad about it, you could always recommend a lesser sentence.
That's just the thing. I've never felt that bad about it at all. Runs in the family.
Why she whispered it in that half-stuttering sigh. I'm not sure she even heard it herself.
Oh my god. State building. Floor 48.
Alright, that should free up your phone from the blanket. Thank you, Detective London.
You're,
Here,
welcome, Counselor Morgan. I just
probably
figured
a
you
better
wouldn't
idea.
want to talk to yourself.
Thank you.
Something I said?
You might also have to pick up Sosuke, PB.
Absolutely.
Thank you. You didn't say anything yesterday about what the Hand of Ikaria really is.
Come on, there's a lot of code names to remember. Could you believe me if I said I didn't put 2 and 2 together?
Well, maybe I would if I hadn't seen you act that fast back in the courtroom.
That was a lucky shot.
From across the room, with the crowd moving around him.
Yeah, real lucky.
Oh, I know, I'm agreeing with you.
Good, we agree. There's nothing to talk about here.
Though it would be a lot less lucky if you were, say, already watching him.
Nah, that's crazy.
Did you know?
Does he know?
Does he know? Nah. I'm flattered you think I'm brave enough to stick around for a shooting I knew would happen.
But you recognized him.
Tickled up a spot in the back of my brain, even in disguise. It helped that the guy was fidgeting all day.
Brassen had been in the courtroom all day? How long had he waited to take his shot?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did not. He shot him very fast.
Eyes bloodshot to hell and back, nosebleed, flushed extremities. He was high as a drone.
Huh.
Probably metahexaphenolin, considering how well the Blue Bloods have done pushing it.
I'm applauding you for pronouncing that correctly.
Took me 2 tries, but better than 4.
Nirvana?
Yeah,
The party drug the college kids are huffing.
yeah, the Blue Bloods have really made an initiative out of it. Pushed it pretty hard.
Shut up.
It's been a long time since I was in college. Guess it could be good for a party in small doses. I'm hypothesizing here. Don't take this out of context.
Fuck, London!
Oh my god.
I don't do drugs.
Yeah, sure.
I don't do illegal drugs, which there are not very many of at this point we've talked about. Anyway, higher doses? A couple months ago, I saw this guy stumbling around one of the open markets. Eyes dilated, mouth moving a block a minute.
Bless you.
Thank you.
He knocked over some bicycles, so I cuffed him to the rack, hoping he'd sober up within an hour and I could move on. Took a phone call, and when I looked back, he was trying to chew through the chain.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you would laugh, Morgan.
I love her.
Yeah.
He broke 4 teeth. He started biting his arm by the time I knocked him out.
Lord.
Ew.
Morgan likes that darker stuff, like that South Park humor.
yeah, absolutely.
Anecdotes are cheap. One bad trip will hardly slow the ball now that it's rolling.
Can you believe the hype? Think they're gonna legalize it?
Within the next 2 quarters, if you ask me.
What happens to the Blue Bloods monopoly?
Up in smoke. Pharma makes and dispensaries of the world will step in to reap the rewards. The Blue Bloods will have to slink off and cook up some other haze to push. The great tide rolls on.
The Blue Bloods have legitimate income sources, right? Like Cyanus.
Yep, some of them are even pretty profitable. Like the host clubs and the pink rooms.
So if the Blue Bloods can run those businesses just fine, why can't they just stay in control of Nirvana once it's legalized?
There's competition and name recognition and locale and real estate and... basically, they can't afford it. Buy-in's way too steep. Everyone's past the door likes it that way. Legal drugs are a whole other realm of profitable. Folks like the Ikari do not want to share.
Gee, not even on special occasions?
Well, like I told you, there was a meeting last year, but...
But their playdate fell apart.
Hey, what you said back there in court about Prop 492? You really buy that? Tariq Chopin working for the Blue Bloods?
That's quite the unlikely pairing, I'll admit. But that might explain why it ended the way it did.
Yeah.
So, what was the verdict?
The verdict is only handed down after the jury's finished deliberating. That may take...
The show must go on.
And the shooter?
Getting introduced to the accommodations down at the morgue right about now. He was some blue blood muscle named Bresson. Ring a bell?
As I've said, the Blue Bloods are all alien.
He tried to shoot you, Sosuke. And I was standing very close to you when it happened. I'd like a little more detail than that.
I never met him, never heard of him. That's the truth. But the Bresson family is known to be enforcers for the Blue Blood leadership.
So it's the old guard who want you dead. Does that make you the... But does that make the young bloods an enemy of the enemy?
Didn't you tell me Creek was a young blood? Considering what I'm on trial for, I doubt they're fond of me either.
God damn it, Sosuke, who doesn't hate your ass? I need to try harder to disregard the nonsense that comes out of that adjutant's mouth. It might be starting to sink in.
I'm an excellent influence.
Sosuke, you were captured when you could have been ignored. You were tortured when you could have been ransomed. And now these people are trying to kill you in one of the most secure buildings in the city. What are they after?
Why are you at the top of the blue blood shit list? Is it because of...
Alright, let's see.
Last year's meeting?
Could be the hound thing. Sosuke might have just, like, killed a
Yeah.
fuckload of them.
Yeah, but that's been true for a while.
Yeah, especially because I'm curious about last year's meeting. I feel like that could be something.
Any thoughts, Mac?
I don't have any thoughts, but it did just occur to me that I don't have the walkthrough up.
That's fine.
What did you do last year's meeting?
Sure, there's no stakes
I'm
here.
also curious in terms of last year's meeting.
Is it because of what happened a year ago?
How do you know about?
What happened a year ago?
Oh, a meeting between the old guard and the house, apparently. You were going to work out a deal for the Ikarian network to distribute a blue blood product.
Why would we want the basement cook's will? The Blue Bloods sold in our storefronts on pharmacies.
Oh, you wouldn't. Not until after Nirvana is legalized. Yes, I figured some stuff out. Stop pouting.
There was a meeting last year, yeah.
The trial interruption is going fine, Sarah.
Yeah, the girlies decided they needed to keep flirting so they weren't going to have a mistrial.
Morgan is right about it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, she wants to be Emma on her own terms.
Yeah. I will be
Yeah.
right back, because I have a thing I need to do that I can't get out of my head. It'll take me 30 seconds. I'm not even going to put us to BRB, but I'll be right back.
Cool.
Vamp!
Anyone else back, Realis? I heard those PDFs just came out a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I think I got that email. I haven't looked yet.
I don't know what that is.
I haven't played a tabletop game in like a year, but maybe I'll try to get my friends to my supposedly D&D group that's just a book club that mostly complains about work to try it next week.
I have a group. I'm trying to spin a group together for Realis. I like it. Jane, don't worry. We'll play it together. We'll play. Don't worry.
Okay, yay.
What are we saying we'll play together? Or you'll play together?
I was talking about how the Realis PDS just came out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Realis is a Kickstarter that I fully missed.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it.
I've missed so many tabletop Kickstarters, and this one I was like, okay, I'm getting myself a physical copy.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm sure that there will be more physical copies later. So.
Oh yeah.
When I can.
Also, I say all this as someone who hasn't actually listened to Friends at the Table in like 2 years, and keeps wanting to get back to it and doesn't have the brain space for it.
Same.
Absolutely.
Same. I was such a dedicated fan before. Jacqueline can back me up here.
Jane, shut the fuck up.
A private meeting that was kept strictly confidential. The IFG met with the old guard to discuss a deal. So I gotta get more gravel in my voice here if I'm gonna do this guy. It fell apart. Voices raised, weapons drawn. I was in the shadows and I stepped in front of a blade from Makoto. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You know, I'm kind of a badass like that.
Oh my god.
The House Leaders were perturbed afterwards. They feared for Makoto's safety and perhaps felt they'd grown overconfident. Hound's a useful tool, but not indispensable. So they ordered me to guard Makoto for full time.
Isn't that a great honor, guarding the heir to the headship?
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Then why do you sound like that?
Look, have you met the kid? Look, I love him, but have you met him?
You got points for picking up on it, but you need to learn how to take advantage of it.
Oh, Morgan.
So your deal fell apart. Blood was drawn. I kind of assumed that was par for the course in your world.
It's not unheard of.
So why are the old guards still trying to kill you and Makoto a year later?
I don't know. I don't know.
That really sounded like a whiny dog.
True.
I don't know, Morgan. Sorry, I lost my cool for a second. Let me pitch my voice back down. Because I'm not an old guard.
Is there someone we could talk to who is?
Oh, there's always someone. For a price. But if that's how it's gonna go, I'm gonna need a drink first.
Friendly
Oh, shit.
shout out.
Here to join? What are you talking about? Sorry to disappoint, but I was here first. The net's slow as shit in this wing of the school. No one else comes here if they don't have to, so it's a quiet spot to read. Yeah, it is a detective mystery. So what? Like, 5% of the books in the library are. Well, it's not like I own the room. If you want to convene your club meetings here with all your many members, I can't exactly sue you. Especially not since you're going to be some big shot lawyer. Join your club so I won't get evicted? Isn't that like blackmail, counselor? I know the implication is that this is just me theorizing. I know the implication is like that they're guiding us to with like the red text is supposed to be that the red text is Morgan. I actually sort of wonder if it's not. Like if the character we keep encountering is actually Morgan. Just a theory, a game theory. Mutually beneficial, sure, so it's just plain old corruption. You'll do just fine out there in the adult world. Whatever. As long as you don't go around telling people I'm a member, you can put me down. We need to add our phone numbers. We need to add our phone numbers too. No, I don't actually care. Is something wrong?
Morgan?
What's up, Morgan? Why do you have the look of a nostalgic flashback?
Well, why would you think that something's wrong?
It's very unusual for you to wake up mid-transit. When you decide to nap, you fall asleep very fast and you sleep very deeply.
Wish that was me.
Suspiciously so. Sometimes I'll try to wake you and I could swear you're just pretending.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sarah, I love you.
Besides, you're the one who's been quiet.
That is such good sprite work. It's such a tiny little change in her expression and it says so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had been bothering Sosuke, I think, pestering him about catching bullets.
If you're bothering Sosuke, he'd say it. Turn to the side in that bitchy pose of his.
But I can't catch a bullet either. Even though I'm fast, and I can see fast. Sosuke was the one who acted while I just...
Sosuke's trained for that exact kind of thing. Trained for his whole life, the way he tells it.
Father built me to be strong. I should be able to.
David didn't build you to be anything, Sarah. He didn't even really build you. Just watched you grow.
And do you think I am still growing? Still developing? You think I could get taller?
Ah, little sparkles!
Okay, I think you shouldn't get your hopes up about that. Come on, you can bounce back faster than that.
I'm sorry. I suppose I am still processing what we saw back in the courtroom.
Bob and Detective London took out that shooter.
I know that Detective London has been a police officer for many years. It stands to reason that he'd act decisively in circumstances where so many lives are at risk. What I am still thinking about is the man he killed.
Oh yeah, but there's only so much speculation we can do about his motive until...
I am not thinking about his motive. I am thinking about how he is dead.
You haven't been out and about that long. Everything's new to you, even the most ordinary stuff. Guess I forget that includes the extraordinary, too.
You've seen violence like that before, then?
Yes, I have.
Seen people die?
Yes, I have.
Seen more people die than most your age? Most lawyers?
Probably a safe bet.
This is a private subject, isn't it?
Death is always private. I'm no exception.
Do people ever get used to it?
Well, I can only speak for myself.
Have you gotten used to it?
Every time is like the first time.
Yeah, Morgan? I hope that everyone is like you, then. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing anyone should get used to.
Sorry to disappoint you, then.
Oh, God.
There are no people like me.
Morgan.
Morgan!
Who is Diamani again?
Fuck.
Wait, let me.
It was me.
I have the paper. Let me
I
see.
think it was PB.
That's
You're
probably
shy.
Ira shy. Ira shy.
What did I owe the pleasure of hosting my two favorite girls?
Dumani, I love you.
Well,
One's
one's
Sarah.
Sarah, who's the other?
Figment of my imagination, apparently. You want something to drink?
What do you recommend?
I just got in this case of beautiful tawny deep reds from volcanic soil across the sea. Savory and full, with notes of cherry and oak.
Sounds delicious.
You just described a tree, down to the dirt.
Well, I would very much like to try it.
Sorry,
Sorry,
you're
you're
underage.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
She's an android.
A very realistic one. What do you say to customers who walk in and see her drinking at the counter?
Ira shy? I love her.
Alright, 2 waters coming right up. Wait, back up. Your client is the Hound of Ikaria?
And I was the last person to find out what that actually means.
Then it should be easy enough to tell whether he did the deed or not. Hound always leaves a calling card.
So I hear, is that literal?
Stark white business card laid neatly on the ground with the house's insignia.
I don't understand why the house would go to such lengths to let the victims know who attacked them.
These nobility types. Whole lives are galas and boardrooms and cocktail parties and wine tastings. Torture.
Torture.
The words out of my mouth. Where every sentence has a front and back side to it, and every glance has a whole unspoken clause. To them, an unambiguous act of violence is an exclamation point that they can't misconstrue. And the Korea aren't exactly the top of the nobility pecking order. Any of the others, they still got their fangs as a viable strategy. They know they're outclassed in terms of how many mountains of gold they have.
That doesn't explain why such a supposedly great assassin has gotten made on more than one occasion.
Maybe he's bad at his job. Well, he's probably just
Maybe
good
he's
at
good at
his
his
job.
job.
Maybe he's good at his job. If all he needed was to get away with murder, he'd be a poisoner or a sniper. All the major houses love to use body doubles. If he kills the target behind closed doors, their house can just bring out a spare. Or hell, claim the whole thing never happened. But if the hound kills where the house's rivals can see, the damage sticks.
You know a lot about the nobility, don't you, boss? Are you considered part of the neo-aristocracy?
It look like I got that kind of sway? I run a bar in Midtown as a hobby, kid.
I would know it looking at how profitable your wine section is.
It'll catch on.
The hand was a nasty surprise, but the big reveal isn't making anything click for me.
Blue blood assassin trying to miss to mid-trial. I don't get it either, but the blue bloods aren't as rational as they used to be.
Used to be.
I traded with them a good deal when I was younger, and they were richer.
Traded what?
Stock tips.
Oh.
This was before the Korea cut them down.
As a young man, hungry to establish myself, and the blue bloods were the biggest game in town. The rest weren't even a twinkle in some psychopunk's eye back then, and the Ikaria cartel were just that. Drug smugglers and dope runners. Blue bloods used them as couriers.
The reversal of fortune.
Could be their names on opera houses and hospitals all across the city today if...
If what?
What if the Korea hadn't killed them all?
But didn't they have allies? Connections?
The morgues were overflowing with cerulean blood. No one wanted anything to do with them.
But they were the victims.
Corporate partners are risk averse. Political alliances require you to bring something to the table. When you fall that far, the common folk assume that it happened for a reason.
They thought that the Blue Bloods deserved it just because it happened to them.
All that was left were the old-timers, grandparents and the great-uncles until all of a sudden without heirs. The recruited latchkeys and orphans during the Red Decade, found families that became first gens and then the Youngbloods.
What about the money?
Oh, you're starting to sound like a real human.
Some of it, cash, the gold, the jewels, the Ikaria just stole. But the vast majority of it was held overseas where it was safe, untouchable. Impossible to get your hands on without the right blood.
Locked behind GFA.
And butchered by the Ikaria was a bad beating, but losing that money was unforgivable. The rest of the Blue Blood Mafia around the world will never accept them back into the fold until they recover it.
Well,
Exiled from paradise because of their hubris. Has a certain poetic charm to it, no?
It would have to be a very sobering poem.
Those are the ones you remember, right? Probably why the Blue Bloods are still humming the same old hymns, passing down the same old ghost stories and urban legends.
Oh, they just seem to be a surprisingly superstitious bunch. Crossing their fingers over the Red Hood and... Hey, what's a little lord?
That's a new one. Been on one of the oldest tales in the book, Promised Prince. The belief that exactly one kid survived the fall of the leaves, one lone heir to all the fortune the Blue Bloods lost. Got spirited away overseas or out west to be raised in secret. One day he'll come back to reclaim what was his rightfully. You know, I'm guessing you've heard this one before.
Is there any truth to it?
Olgar seems to think so. Need to think so. Probably was keeping him alive. They can just hold on another 5 years, they'll finally find the heir they're looking for and can recidify decades of embarrassment and shame. Thinking like that is what makes the Youngbloods start to talk about maybe the old guard doesn't care what happens to us.
Well, what do they expect? Blood's thicker than water.
The original full expression is thought to be, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. I learned that from an internet search, which is always truthful. That actually suggests that camaraderie between those who fought together is stronger than simply sharing a common relative.
Yeah, well, if that were actually true, then maybe people wouldn't have amputated the expression centuries ago.
Still, this is 30 years of water, or blood covenant if you prefer we're talking about. Youngbloods give their life to the Mafia. Each of them had to choose it over their family. Pretty raw deal to cut them loose just because some sheltered kid, only valuable for his DNA, decided to show up after all these years.
You think the old guard would throw away the Youngbloods if it meant reuniting with their little lord?
I know it, and so do the Youngbloods.
That doesn't seem to be a dynamic that incentivizes them to look very hard for this little lord.
No, it incentivizes them to smother the royal bastard. If I assume my client is innocent, that means someone else killed Tariq Chopin. Someone who didn't do it in self-defense.
Tariq Chopin? You mean the son of the city councilman?
Adopted son. His parents are government officials. Even if they're loaded, the Mob Act can't protect all their records. Sarah, look this guy up.
Do you want to know?
Option?
We could just go through these in order, I think.
Yeah, let's start with age, maybe.
How old was he?
His age is listed as 27, but the entry has been edited a number of times. There has been a great deal of back and forth between database contributors in the last 36 hours over the addition or removal of an asterisk. It seems his original birth certificate was lost.
Well, that's shady as hell.
Only kinda.
Oh, here it comes.
She was an orphan 27 years ago. That's pretty firmly in the red decade. A lot of paperwork was getting lost back then.
Oh, that's a kind way of putting it.
What would an unkind way of putting it be?
The governments of the world were scrambling. I want to know about his adoption.
His fathers adopted him in 2066 after 3 months of visits to the Gospel Home orphanages. A private philanthropic institution that is no longer in business.
Bankrupt or bought out?
Bankrupt.
And if they just got swallowed, the parent company might have kept their records.
The adoption itself was somewhat of an event. There are multiple news articles and photos of it.
Not trying to cast doubt on the realness of their connection, but they wouldn't be good career politicians if they let a photo op that good pass them by.
Unless they wanted to draw attention away from who they were adopting and...
Oh, fuck.
No, a child showing up quietly in a politician's life looks guilty as sin. They wouldn't let people think. Ah, this isn't useful. I can go in circles all day speculating about this. I like how they're all doing the same little thinky hand motion.
Yeah.
What was his education?
Well, we know Sarah learned it from Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tariq Chopin had a law degree.
He gets a law degree and then becomes a patrol officer.
Son of a politician. It's not a bad path. If your superiors know you're connected and smart and can recognize when the law's being broken, it'll keep you far away from anything real. You can coast for a year and then move into politics as a veteran of the force who's hard on crime.
Honda did mention he was far too principled to be likable or reliable. If joining up with the police was nothing but a calculated move, that means he had a clear plan for what to do after. That probably didn't involve defrauding the city in a real estate scheme. I can think of a few reasons why a cop would get murdered at the scene of a crime like that. But Tariq Chopin wasn't some ordinary cop. Strongest motive that comes to mind is...
Wait, you really think...
You think Chopin was the little lord?
You're the last person I'd expect to believe fairy tales, Red.
Can you honestly say that it doesn't fit?
If we for a moment assume that unicorns and dragons and Tsuchinokos are real,
What do you mean? Tsuchinokos are very well documented. I can show you.
yeah, it's possible Chopin was the Little Lord.
And if any young blood knew it, they'd want him dead.
To prevent the old guard from abandoning them.
Three thoughts come to mind. 1. This is all guesswork on your part. Even the most zealous youngblood wouldn't off a guy just because he happened to be about 30 years old and adopted.
They would have had to have seen something that at least suggested it.
2. As I recall, the only youngblood you know of is this Creek guy.
And Creek was dead before Chopin ever entered the building.
Clears his name pretty clearly.
The only young blood I know.
Interesting way to put it.
3. I can think of at least one other group that had killed to prevent this little lord from reclaiming his throne.
House Ikaria.
And who better to cut him down than their most loyal rook?
And that would neatly explain why the old guard would be pissed enough to try and kill Sosuke in a courtroom. Unfortunately.
Stay positive. Just because the old guard thinks Sosuke killed their precious heir doesn't mean he actually did.
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah. Get some footage of me making this next one from over there in the corner.
Boss?
We'll shoot a promo. I've just found this hidden gem where this guy made the best drink ever. That kind of thing. Where it's kind of cheap and fake, but like you're in on the joke, and it's not pretending to be genuine.
Boss, with the number of followers Kintsugi has, a video longer than 9 seconds posted at this time of day.
I don't want to hear that kind of depressing shit. We'll cross-post or whatever.
This is Moonshot trying to do any promos for anything.
Literally.
True.
Does it have to be that corner? The lighting will be bad.
Any corner, just make sure it's from a distance.
From a distance? Wouldn't it be better framed if...
It'll look like shaky cam found footage. It's more legit that way.
My hands do not shake, but I'll try.
What are you doing?
Making you a drink, obviously.
Oh, that's quite the treat. Why?
Because we've got some heavy shit to discuss. What'd you think?
Let's go.
Starts with ice. What we do here with crushed ice at Kintsugi, Sarah?
Kick it under the fridge.
She's got her coat off!
Let's go.
Exactly. Rock guys are nothing when you're mixing a cocktail.
Hang on, you taught her that.
There's a drain under there.
Oh my god.
Not in my kitchen. When the ice melts, it warps the floor.
Half lime juice. Pay no attention to the second half I'm using here, Sarah. Red likes it tart. Now you're the lawyer, and you got a hell of a mind for all this stuff. Egg white. Toss the yolk unless it's weekend, in which case... Put it in a bowl in the fridge.
Put it in the
Gotta make
bowl in
some
the
hollandaise.
fridge. Don't worry, I know.
But it seems to me like you're approaching the shooter from every angle but the deadly serious one. Or yeah, if a customer says they prefer simple syrup, you let me know and we won't serve them anymore.
Absolutely.
You need to consider maybe the shooter wasn't there for Sosuke.
Oh.
Uh, I told you they kicked me out after only a few minutes. No one's sending an assassin after me for that.
Whiskey, black label or higher.
Then
shake
shake
the
the
hell
hell
out
out
of
of it.
You got it, Sarah. Word of mouth can be deadly down in the fog. Sarah leaving the building can easily become I saw her running away.
If someone wanted to get to me, a courtroom filled with cops would be a pretty shitty place to choose to do it.
Yeah, but it might have been the only time and place they knew you'd be. Mint for garnish with charred cinnamon for a smoky ambience. Serve immediately.
Wow.
A bitter blessing.
Surely with that much lime, it's a sour blessing, no?
You want me to toss it out?
Thank you for the drink. I'm nobody, Rain. No one's coming to get me. Nobody even knows that I exist.
I hope you're right.
Teehee.
Oh god.
I am.
You won't know if you're wrong until it's too late. Yeah, what? Didn't we see someone in the alleys while we were down there?
We sure did.
Mm-hmm.
That had that feeling we were being watched? Bottoms up. Get all that, Sarah?
Yes, boss.
Including all the incriminating shit I was talking about?
Everything you said, I heard it all.
Perfect. Hey, bottoms up's just an expression. You're supposed to sip it, for God's...
One last thing. Apparently Sosie's captors talked about some kind of huntsman.
The Little Lord's an urban legend. Huntsman's a goddamn boogeyman. Orca shooting the shit around, burning tires, trying to make noobs afraid to go off and piss by themselves.
Right, so they're bullshit. I got the same answer everywhere else, but...
Well, they're very real.
Pardon?
Huntsmen, not species native to our shores, thank God, but they're real.
Okay.
You just said they're boogeymen.
Yeah, and the fact that they exist is what makes them so damn scary.
Are they some sort of assassin, like Priscilla, the shooter in the courtroom?
Nothing so concrete. Husband are virtual shapeshifters. You feel a chill go down your spine. On your way home from work, you go to sleep. Wake up at night to a man wearing your own face choking the life out of you.
Oh,
When he calls your mom from your locked phone across the room in your own voice.
okay.
Like I said, they're all overseas, more contested parts of the world, where the blue buds are better funded. You wouldn't pay for one to come into the country unless you had a really good use case, or a weapon only they could take full advantage of, like a no mask, maybe.
Like for instance, maybe a note mask.
Like maybe a no mask, for example.
Well,
Just throwing it out there.
I will be sure to pass that on to Sosuke.
Sarah looks so scared.
Why? So Sosuke can start writing his will?
Well, I wouldn't bet against him, so long as he knows what he's up against. Urban legends are messed, but boogeymen are easy to kill.
How do you kill a boogeyman?
Well, same way I'd kill anyone else. With pleasure.
Morgan.
Morgan, someday they're gonna fucking get you.
Oh god.
Nah,
Oh, right.
I don't think so.
I just need a recommendation from you.
Oh, what kind of recommendation?
A bar, I think, needs to be open tonight.
Oh. What are you looking for?
Well, it's not from me, but... How much do you know about host clubs?
Oh shit.
Let's go!
The fucking tab over to the posters was crazy.
So funny. Yeah, I thought so.
That's supposed to mean.
Just what I said. You can't enter the crime scene until you pass our security clearances.
You gotta be. You're drunk pushing lowlife. Why would I need your permission to go anywhere?
I take offense to that. I've never worked in pharma.
Han. Jane, will you take London back since Reyes is here too?
Oh yeah, sure. Han, not the time to be a smartass. Reyes, it'll only take 30 seconds.
You're serious? This is reality? City's expecting blue bloods to keep crime scenes secure? Who's committing the goddamn crimes?
Reyes, I love you.
Hey, if that's your criteria, half the police force should be disqualified.
Yes, they should! If they're doing crimes!
Or is excessive force not a real crime? Are battered spouses not real victims? Guess assault's only assault when it's a real person on the receiving end.
Damn.
Sinus is legitimate,
Ionis is-
Reyes. All the paperwork's in order and signed by our bosses.
These idiots are walking around here barehanded and knocking shit over and leaving trash all over the goddamn place. Should we give them badges while we're at it? Let them investigate crimes too?
They already investigate crimes. Do you have any idea how many missing teens there are in the lower wards? No, because we find them. Because we actually give a shit about the people who live down here.
Oh, and I'm sure your prices are very generous.
How about if the parents get a bill from us than a letter of condolences from you? So sorry, ma'am, but he looked suspicious as he was running away. Han, not helping. Reyes, let's calm down.
Sorry, I'm not that calm one. We've got actual orcas stomping all over a scene where a cop was murdered.
Last I counted, there are 5 bodies upstairs. Are both your eyes broken, or do you just not recognize anyone without a badge as human?
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, nothing for it. Gotta strike while the iron's hot.
The iron seems very hot in this instance, Adonai.
Jacqueline, do you want, Han, maybe?
Sure.
Sorry to interrupt, folks. Don't mind me, I'll just go take another look upstairs.
Now you... Hey, why not? Okay, since you've got multiple people here, I will take London. Or did you just give London to Jacqueline? Sorry,
I gave Han to Jacqueline.
Oh, perfect. Alright. I can have both cops if you're here with Morgan. Or, no, actually, yeah, no, this is fine.
We can keep it as
You
is, I
nearly
think, for
died
now.
once already.
Yeah.
Why not let these orcas give you a tour?
Was that you giving me permission?
No! You and London should both be at the goddamn hospital or whatever, getting a debrief.
She doesn't need your permission. She has mine. Ma'am, you can go right ahead upstairs.
Talk over me again and I'll break your goddamn finger.
Is that ad recording right now? That sounded like a threat.
Want to hear a threat? I'll...
Clearly. This isn't going to work. So Han, why don't you head upstairs and wait for Morgan?
I don't take orders from you.
Who do you take orders from? Want me to give them a call? Let them know you're going around kicking hornets' nests and scratching your head over why everyone's getting stung?
Whatever.
You think you could just walk away after that shit you said? Turn around and...
Take a walk, sunshine.
London, if you think for even one...
I'm not kidding, Farah. Take a walk.
London pulling out the first name is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and she knows it too!
Oh.
Forget it, you can all go to hell for all I care.
Aww.
No, not you!
Everyone loves Sarah. Sorry about the bad timing. PB, do you want London back?
Oh yeah, sure. Nah, that was gonna blow out no matter what. Situations like this require compromise, and Reyes is.
Uncompromising.
So true, bestie.
Well, at least you're around to balance her out. Well, you might be the most compromised cop I've ever met.
Fuck. That was not a very nice thing to say.
Shows you haven't met that many other cops.
I'm surprised you're still welcome around here after what happened in the courtroom.
Oh, Bresson? The Blue Bloods are a big organization, and Bresson was pretty firmly on the other side. Guys like Han who work in the gray areas might as well live in a different world.
Well, if you say so. I just didn't think the Mafia would allow the death of one of their own to go unanswered.
They sent him into a courtroom packed with police and with a modded arm that only had one shot. I don't think they're surprised he didn't make it back.
Will Detective Reyes be alright? She seemed angry.
Oh yeah, more so than usual.
Yeah, she'll be alright. Blowing up, yelling, cursing, that's nothing. Practically healthy. It's the quiet ones you gotta worry about.
Morgan coughs and directs her gaze elsewhere.
What brings you back here anyway?
We're pursuing leads.
Sounds serious.
About Chopin, I guess.
Yeah, I think this doesn't seem like a selection thing. Anyone go digging into Chopin after my implications earlier today?
Lady Rockford will probably take it seriously, only to cross it off her list. But other than her? I think you mostly just pissed people off. Luckily for you, I was able to convince some techs to confirm your soundproof Windows theory. But don't expect to be welcome at City Hall anytime soon.
Well, I hadn't counted on it. Whatever else he's innocent of, Chopin did get here before anyone else, and no one knows how.
Look, if he really did get some kind of coded message or secret text, there's no trace of it in any of the comms logs on his personal devices. And it didn't come from any of the tech we've examined on the site.
Have you found any secret passages on the premise?
Afraid not, little lady. Maybe you'll have better luck than me.
Secret passages? In what world?
In the cat box!
Was that your whole story back in the courtroom? You and Reyes happened to be in the area?
If you don't want to take my word for it, Reyes will tell you the same thing.
It doesn't seem like she'd want to talk to Ed and I at the moment.
Can you tell me exactly what you two saw when you arrived?
999 went out around 10:15 p.m., telling us that Chopin's heart had stopped. So we dashed across the street to an elevator. We were descending at 10:17 when Rogers reported he was dead. At 10:21 p.m., we approached the front of the building, saw the door ajar, lock blown in. And Sunshine and I started cleaning out the first floor.
You didn't hurry up to the third floor where the dead cop was?
Like I testified, Chopin had flatlined, his own partner had confirmed it was no false alarm. We knew we couldn't do anything for him. Rogers had already apprehended the suspect, so SOP was we focused on securing the area and clearing the premises.
How level-headed.
So the Officer Rogers we saw in court today really did take Sosuke down all by himself?
Yeah, charged him and pistol whipped him right on the head.
Well, I assume you found that the first floor was, in fact, clear.
Yeah, all those vaults were empty.
You didn't wait for Cyanus to show up with the spare keys? Well, it's surprising you didn't throw your back out kicking down all those doors.
Sunshine helped. Besides, they weren't all locked.
They weren't?
Yeah, I remember that. That one right there was unlocked, room 107. Nothing inside there either, though. Guess the Blue Bloods missed a lock on a nightly roundup or something.
Cyanus unlocked every door in the building at this point. When I first walked down this hall and when I walked out the front door later. How did this hall look then?
If you do manage to find some kind of silent alarm, I'll be impressed. If you prove Chopin was dirty, I'll be floored. But even then, how the hell are you going to convince the jury that anyone other than Sosuke killed him?
It'll be difficult without accounting for the 4 dead Blue Bloods as well. But if you take it all in as one set, it starts seeming plausible as an internal issue, don't you think?
What are you? You want to pitch this as the young bloods and the old guard going at it? Over what?
The juicy bait that Chopin literally died over. Proposition 492.
What's there to agree about? What's there to disagree about? The project would put money in everyone's pockets.
If my theory is correct, and Chopin was killed because the Youngbloods didn't want the Old Guard abandoning them. The Old Guard have always hedged their bets on the Little Lord returning. Does that mean the Redding plans to profit off of Prop 492 were a Youngblood conspiracy? Those papers were tucked inside Creek's safe before I arrived.
Well, good hunting.
You won't be joining us?
Not this time. I gotta pump the brakes on Sunshine before she finds a bar. Try not to piss off the Blue Bloods or with any more wild accusations while I'm gone.
Oh, I would never.
Alright, take care. And that goes doubly for you, Sparky.
What does Sparky mean, by the way?
It's a nickname, because you're so bright.
A nickname?
Oh,
Oh, Sarah!
But I guess people are always calling you ads whatever they like, huh? Sorry, should have asked you this first.
Polite London moment? I'm
I
floored.
love him so much is the thing.
What do you mean?
I'll just call you Sarah.
no.
But it's my nickname. You gave it to me. You can't just take it back.
Well, okay then, Sparky.
Oh, I love him so much.
What the hell? Did you hate Spearmint that much?
That is... I would never want to seem ungrateful.
Oh my god.
Oh... That might be a good
Alright.
place.
Yeah,
I think we should...
Jacqueline's got a hard out this afternoon, and I don't want to get too in the middle of not to throw Jacqueline under the bus. You understand?
No,
but
I'm the motherfucker who's ruining everything.
But
I
it is her
understand.
fault.
This is all
it
your
is
fault,
her
yeah.
fault.
Oh, hey, what a good time this is, though.
I
Uh-huh.
love this fucking game, truly.
It's so
Alright.
good.
Let's see. Is anyone online on a Sunday morning? Who the fuck is
see.
online on a Sunday morning?
You
No
know
one.
what?
Fools.
I think there is.
Oh.
I think there's actually one person, and that's. Sorry, I'm waiting for Twitch.tv to load. And that's. Moonshot Network. We should rate them.
Raid Moonshot Network. Yeah, that sounds great.
No, we should rate out twitch.tv/g.
Good.
I don't know how you spell that.
We're just gonna go to thanks for watching. Thanks for coming
All
out.
right.
Make sure that you tune in tonight for Sleepover Sunday. I think they're playing Pokemon. Is that true?
Yeah, it sounds like they've been having a great time with Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see if they still do.
Yeah, tune into Sleepover Sunday for Andrew studying for the bar, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. All right. Everybody have a good rest of your Sundays.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.